So Dhar Mann, I don't watch his videos. I know that they're apparently some people like them. I don't know who. They're like painfully corny, like obvious lessons. I don't know who this shit is helping. Am I right?
Yeah, they're always
17 million. He's huge.
Like the one everybody's throwing examples of is there was one that was like a boss was terrible to his employee and look what happened. And it's always like, you know, somebody being mean or bullying somebody and then they get taught a lesson. But it's always, you know, they always come together in the end and they realize that they were wrong about what they were doing. And
but he presents himself like the moral compass of the whole fucking world, right? He's like inspirational. Everything is inspirational, life lesson. I don't know dude, these get so many views and I just don't fucking get it at all.
It has to be Facebook.
But these are views on YouTube.
Massive on Facebook.
But yeah, I think they come over after seeing them on Facebook.
Dude, these all have like 3 million, 4 million views. And it reminds me of like Mentos. You remember Mentos commercials from like the early 2000s?
Sure, yeah.
His videos are that.
Those are snappy at least. These are like they're always like painfully long too. Is part of the problem with these.
You remember when Trisha was doing like weird Dhar Mann videos for a minute?
I sure do.
That was fucking wild, dude.
Is it just kids watching it? Because it doesn't seem geared towards kids is the weird thing. But like
what kid would
the level of like lesson that's being taught is like what you would show to like elementary school kids to like teach them something.
Dude, I would not want to watch this. It's like it's so boring.
Yeah.
And preachy.
Be quiet. Oh, whoops.
Jamie Preston, I saw that. You're in big trouble, young man.
Not sure what the lesson was there. Missed the lesson on that one, eh?
Maybe that was just a teaser for the next edition, perhaps.
Boy rejected in front of school. Anyway, you guys know what Dhar Mann is. Now, I'll preface this by saying my brother-in-law, he's a high school teacher, and he does one-on-one, like special, I don't know what it is, but he does one-on-one with students. It's some kind of special program. And he was telling me, like a month ago, that one of his kids works for Dhar Mann, and he was shocked by what this kid told him about his working conditions. This was a month ago, firsthand. And I was like, wow, that sounds crazy. The kid said that like he has to drive super far. He pays for his own transportation. He pays a minimum wage. There's no like support for him being like an underage. He's under 18. And basically, like, he only does it because he thinks it's like an opportunity. But he basically almost loses money going there and coming back, paying for his transportation. Wait, it's for English? It's for people to learn English?
Saw a few people in the chat saying that that's why like the dialogue is so like slow and kind of like simplistic or whatever. I kind of believe that. I don't know if that was the original intent, but I could definitely see that being used for that.
I would love to see the geographical breakdown then.
Yeah, well,
but yeah, my brother-in-law was like shocked that this huge YouTuber was just paying, and this was a child. This kid was under 18. He was in high school. It sounded really bad, right? And well, it comes out that apparently a lot of his employees have been feeling the same way. According to actors, Dhar Mann hasn't been paying them enough money even to pay rent and treats them with disrespect. This actor, Colin Borden, put out a TikTok calling out Dhar Mann. Wow, this got a lot of views. It has 500,000 likes.
What the heck is going on? Hey, Colin A. Borden here. I don't normally like to do serious things anywhere, but especially here on social media because I think it's a rather frivolous sort of thing. And as an actor, a writer, director, I just think of myself as an entertainer, and I like to do entertaining things, even if that's me pretending to think that I'm going to die because I ate unwashed pepper.
Get on with it, bro.
Anyways, what you got to say?
But now I am going to talk about something a little serious because, you know, if you've been following my page or other people's pages from the show that I'm on, you probably know that some stuff is going down. So I want to give a little bit of an explanation about it. Essentially, as an actor at Dhar Mann Studios, I am just a contract player. I have no employment there. I am just sort of called every now and then, as are all the other actors. And it just is not sustainable. And there are a lot of issues at hand here, but one of the main issues is that Not a single actor that works at Darman Studios can afford rent. This is a show that has millions of views across multiple social media platforms. Videos are shot, edited, posted, repackaged as new videos, reposted in other places over and over and over and over and over again, racking in millions of views, ad revenue, all this sort of stuff. The studio has continued to expand for some time, my entire tenure there. When I first started, we shot everything, as I've told you guys on lives and things like that. We shot everything in an apartment building downtown, in an apartment, not even the building. Occasionally we would go to the garage of that building, but it was really just all in one apartment. And now there are 3 sound stages in Burbank, but things haven't really gotten better for us. And again, I don't want to go into specifics because it's kind of a big thing, and it's really just between us.
You don't go into specifics, you better start, because this
people
is
should
like
be aware
3 minutes
of
left.
why we are protesting, why we are out there right now. We've been talking to a lot of actors. It's the same. Everybody feels the same across the board. The trouble is, there's a culture at the studio of if you talk, you're out. So we decided to come together as a group and talk collectively with our boss, Darman. We sent a letter to him, a hard copy and an email. The email was CC'd to the head of production as well, so that we made sure that Dhar got it, but it was addressed to Dhar. It was delivered to Dhar. That letter was forwarded to the HR department, which we are not employees of Darman Studios. We are contract players. So exactly what we have to do with HR, we're not entirely sure. But it was forwarded over there.
I know what this needs.
We were contacted.
I know what?
He's been working on these Darman videos for years. It started out as a small studio. Over time, it's become massively successful. It gets like billions of views all the time. And they've expanded into a giant facility over in Burbank. They have 3 sound stages, he said. And over the course of their massive success, they have not raised what they pay the actors at all in that entire time. And so the actors approached him to ask collectively if they could get a raise because they are not being paid a living wage. They at first gave them a meeting, but Darman refused to attend. They asked for another meeting and said, we're not going to talk with anybody unless he's here. They said, okay, sure, we'll schedule that. And then instead they were informed their services, well, that meeting is not going to happen.
That's scummy, dude. Darman, it's just like, dude, you make inspirational videos. Don't be a scumbag.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the long
The real issue here is the same. It's like employment on YouTube. Actors, it's not regulated. There's an actors guild. There's a union for this that regulates, because it's so easy to exploit these workers, and it sounds like that's exactly what he's doing. And you know, it really just underlies a need for some kind of regulation or unions for child actors and actors, like, and Darman's bullshit.
I guess it should be said, SAG does have a digital contract for content on YouTube and stuff, but I think it's barely ever used. But for something on the scale of what they're doing, where again, because they were all outside protesting, I saw where it is. I mean, it's right in the heart of Burbank, giant facility, bigger building than we have.
Here's the protest.
With really nice sound stages and everything. It's a high level production they're running over there.
Oh yeah, it looked super high end quality. But there's a lot of people there actually.
Yeah, so I think they're well within their right to demand to be at least paid.
I don't know that he said what he was being paid, but again,
he didn't mention it. No,
my brother-in-law, he lives in Camarillo, so this kid drives all the way to LA.
That's a ways.
And he pays him like less than $100 for a day's rate.
Yeah, that's outrageous. It's outrageous.
So it's just greedy. It's like needlessly greedy, because the dude makes so much money.
I mean, we'd have to.
Shit, we pay people like way more than that just for
little gags. Like when we bring in like
gags.
bit players on the podcast and stuff, we pay significantly more than that.
I wouldn't even pay someone $100 even for a gag. It's almost like insulting.
It's
not worth their
less
time.
than minimum wage. I mean, usually, I guess it just depends on how long of a day it is, but it's not. it's not at all unusual for an actor to need to be on set for 10, 12 hours.
That's it. That was the other part. He did super long days. It was 10, 12 hours.
Which is standard.
And he would pay him $100.
Yeah, that's not standard. That part's not standard. Yeah, having extremely long shooting days is very, very common in Hollywood, but paying them that little that's outrageous.
And apparently also was on like weekdays, so the kid was missing school because he thought it was this great opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it sounds like he was totally fucking.
Yeah, they need to pony up. That's absurd. And yeah, I mean, we know, we don't know firsthand, but we heard from other people that the money on Facebook compared to YouTube is
look up his page. Let's see what is he doing.
And yeah, I'm pretty sure he's huge on Facebook. Darman has 29 million followers on Facebook.
Yeah,
but let me go back a couple days and see.
But yeah, when like partner channels like him, I'm sure he's making like crazy money.
Yeah. Does Facebook not show you views?
What's happened, Olivia?
You got to click on
He has. I'm looking at his recents. 5 hours ago, he posted, "Hot girls use these, nice guys live to regret it." 16.9 million views.
Holy fuck.
From how many hours ago?
5.
Darman can afford to pay more than $100
Dude, you're
a day
such
to
a
your
greedy
actors.
piece of shit.
Like, that's insane.
Like, holy fuck. Like, you could pay them $250 and that's still on the low end for a full day's work. But like,
yeah, like all of the videos that he's posted within the last day.
Like, let me see what scale is for the digital contract. Like, basically the lowest you're allowed to pay.
How much do we pay people for a day rate usually when they just come in and fuck around? It's like,
well, I'm gonna look it up right
am I
now.
good?
Like, there's official rulings on this from the Actors Union.
dude, this guy's a
SAG-AFTRA
piece of shit.
Scale digital contract.
16 million views. What was the title of it? Was this some gold digger
that
thing?
one was "Hot girls use these, nice guys live to regret it."
Dude, he's doing incel shit.
Yeah.
He's doing the red pill content on Facebook.
Sounds like it. Well, that's what makes the money, right?
How does he have 1 million views on this one? He
New
uploaded an
media.
hour ago and 15 comments.
That's crazy.
Oh, that is sus. Maybe the comment
That's
section
weird.
is
That's
locked or
11
something.
million.
I'm sorry,
Oh.
11 million views.
Wait, he's probably getting shit on comments right now, so he's probably just locked it down, eh?
No, they're still open.
This is a hell of a title. Poor girl adopted by billionaires. What happens next is shocking. What happens? It's shocking. Sounds bad. Yeah, so this is pretty interesting. Darman. Darman has a show with Jay Shetty.
We sent a letter
No
to him.
wonder, dude.
Stop everything.
A hard copy.